Good evening and welcome to the Tabletop Trio Podcast Network as we broadcast live from Indianapolis Raceway Park. It's the SPEED Xfinity Series presented by the Gold Octopus. Tonight's race is the Denton County Carpet Cleaning 125 here at IRP. And Joe, short, flat track. Going to be tons of action, plenty of opportunities for cars to get into one another. And this is going to be a very, very fun race.
Oh, yeah.
Tonight is, a couple of things to watch out for tonight. The tire wear is going to be very important. Flat track, you're going to be on that right front quite a lot. And the best drivers are the ones who can save their right front, drive it off the rears, but not cook those tires as well. And track position is important because it's so difficult to pass. You could try to throw one in, drive it in deep down low, slide up in front of the guy, but it is so difficult to hold on to that position, and momentum is going to be very, very important for these drivers. So, there's going to be a lot of back and forth, a lot of chaos brewing here in tonight's race. We'll take a look at the field so far for practice. Martin Plute fastest on the board right now, the 22.16 seconds, and he's had himself a pretty decent qualifying effort so far.
Yeah, really excited for this one. Love tiny tracks. That is just the chaos and the speed and how quick they go around gets a little dizzying sometimes.
That is for sure. Tonight's race is the Denton County Carpet Cleaning 125. I want to thank our friends at Denton County Carpet Cleaning for sponsoring tonight's race. They're veteran and family owned and operated since 1992. Denton County Carpet Cleaning offers high quality service to over 8,000 rental properties and has been voted top 2 carpet cleaning companies for the last decade. So if you want to talk about a track record that speaks for itself, it's right there. If you're looking for top-notch carpet cleaning in the Denton County area, look no further than our friends at Denton County Carpet Cleaning. Those guys are awesome. You're going to see their logo rotating there at the top of the scoring board, or the scoring pylon all race long. But they are absolutely fantastic. Make sure you check them out. Denton County Carpet Cleaning for all your carpet cleaning needs, especially if you're in the Denton County Denton County, Texas area. Easy for me to say.
You got there eventually.
So just a couple minutes left here in practice. I do want to real quick take a look at the standings over the last couple of races. It has been pretty hectic with the way the standings have changed back and forth and fluctuated. These are the standings so far after last week's race at Knock Hill. Reese Bogue, with 3 wins on the season, leads the points over Martin Plute by 9 points. Nicholas Cody there in 3rd. Evan Williams in 4th, just 17 points back. Chris Darling in there, Stephen Kirby as well. That is your group. Looks like Reese Bogue picked up 3 spots after that win at Knock Hill. So a lot of very, very good drivers, some great racing. And looking at the schedule, we still have a long way to go. Yep. This week here at Indianapolis Raceway Park. Next week, iRacing Super Speedway, the unrestricted only fantasy racetrack in iRacing. a 3-mile paper clip shaped. It's going to be a long night, folks. Racetrack. So that is going to be a wild one for us next week. But before we do that, it's time to qualify. A couple of drivers getting ready to head out. Martin Plute there. Scott Leonard out on the track as well in the 19 machine.
Love me some qualifying.
Evan Williams and a handful of other drivers out there. Wayne Newman in the chat over on YouTube saying, let's go, Ryan Newman. There is Ryan Newman now in that great-looking Jolly Rancher car. Now I want Jolly Rancher says, oh, he gets into the wall. He's going to be good to restart. Evan Williams here on his first lap. Let's jump on board here with the 33 just to see how a lap here at IRP looks. On the gas.
Don't blink too fast.
Heavy braking. Definitely not. Heavy braking, riding right in the middle. That's a good line for qualifying. When it comes to the race, you want to be all the way up against that wall. But you get the best of both worlds right on that seam. You can see the dark seam right there that Evan's driving on. That's actually going to help rotate the car just a little bit. So you don't need to put too much wheel into it. It's going to save the right front a little. But any little bobble makes it a little easier for you to spin out. So far, Ethan Amberg fastest. There goes Reese Bogue. He goes fastest, top of the board with a 22.29. Qualifiers coming in fast and quick. As here comes Bogue out of 4 for his second lap. Bogue's going to improve to a 22.16. Colton Easterday on track as well. Easterday is going to go P2, 0.2 of a second off of Bogue. As we wait here for the overlay and everything else to get itself together. Still waiting on a couple more drivers to finish up with qualifying. As the track has gone quiet for a moment. Still waiting on a couple other drivers to finish their line. But so far, Reese Bogue still fastest on the board with a 22.16. Colton Easterday 0.2 behind him.
Interested to see what happens with Stacy. I noticed he moved up 5 positions on that leaderboard, so he's got something to prove tonight.
That is for sure. Stacy Hunter right now P5 in the Denton County carpet cleaning machine. As now we just wait for the rest of the field to finish up their laps. Don't worry, there's not an hour left in qualifying. At least I hope not. Otherwise, we're just going to have to vamp for the next 55 minutes.
I could do this. Let me grab my guitar.
Right, it's not.
I'll learn how to play Wonderwall live.
I was going to say, it's not like we do a podcast or anything like that.
No.
Looks like Ryan Newman heading out to complete a lap. You get a real good sense of speed here. As Newman blinks a little bit. Gonna have a good drive out of the corner. Pretty good in the first sector. Right up against the wall. Gets a good drive out of the corner. Going to have to diamond it. Great drive off. 22.8 his first time through. That'll put him P11. Better that time through his first sector. Out of 4, is he going to pick up? He does. Picks up about a 10th. That'll give him a 22.72. So Newman right around P11. And that'll do it for our qualifying session. So we'll put Reese Bogue up on the pole. And now let's take a look at the starting lineup for tonight's Denton County Carpet Cleaning 125. On pole is the number 04 of Reese Bogue with a lap time of 22.162. Colton Easterday on the outside, 0.2 of a second behind. Row number 2 has Ethan Amberg and Scott Leonard. Row number 3, Stacy Hunter and Jason Shue. A great qualifying effort for that number 3 machine. Garrett Austin and Evan Williams in row number 4. Martin Plute, Matt Allen, row number 5. Ryan Newman, Stephen Kirby show up in row number 6. Row number 7 has Zachary Cox and Stan Hausman. Tim Branson in the 92 machine is going to be starting shotgun on the field in P15. Well, Joe, this is going to be a fun one here tonight. I am definitely looking forward to it. Going to be some tight racing, some close racing. Could be a little bit of push and shove as well, depending on who wants to try to get up to that top lane. A little bit of crowding going on as well. So this could just be very, very entertaining for all parties involved. You, me, the viewers, and the drivers. And
potentially the pace car.
Yeah, I feel like the pace car could very well lead a decent amount of laps here tonight. So with that being said, pace car is pulling off. Here comes the field following the pace car. As the rest of the field, that access road is very, very narrow. You see the drivers on the outside skipping the access road. No penalty to do that during in an iRacing, parade lap.
However, that confused me a little bit.
However, doing that in the race will absolutely get you a black flag. And, I mean, Joe, you can see here how wide the track is in the corners. When it comes to racing, they either want to be at the very, very top, maybe in the middle. You don't want to be on the bottom because that is the slowest way around, which seems very counterintuitive, but that's how it is here at IRP. There's a lot more banking up top than there is on the bottom. Progressive banking and all that.
You forgot a knot in there. It's not very wide.
That is for sure. Looks like the 04 of Reese Bogue is going to be starting from the back. He had won 2 races in a row, and there is a rule here in the SPEED Xfinity Series where if you win 2 in a row, you have to start from the back. So that'll give Ethan Amberg the pole. Pace car pulls in. Field coming to the restart zone. Green flag is out. We're racing here at IRP. Amberg gets a great jump on the lead. Easterday on the outside is going to hold strong. He's going to stick a nose right there to the outside of Amberg. That's not going to let Amberg slide up. He's going to block the bottom. Here comes Stacy Hunter to the inside. Hunter looks to the inside of Leonard. Can't quite do anything there. Now here comes Leonard to the outside of Amberg with Easterday out front. Colton Easterday leads lap number 1. Oh, trouble in the back.
Oh.
Reese Bogue gets tied up with the 15 of Ryan Newman. And we have our first yellow of the race. tough break there. Let's take a look here at the tabletop trio replay to see what exactly happened with Newman. So here's Newman there. He's in the middle of 3 wide. He drives down low, slides up, might have made contact with either Jason Shue or the outside wall. And
ooh, that's a heavy hit.
Unfortunately, Reese Bogue was just not in a great spot. Let's get one more view of that, of the Newman wreck. So Newman slides up. Oh, he got a little help from the 65.
Yeah, I thought right before you went to replay, I thought the back of his bumper looked a little dented.
Yeah, definitely a tough break there. We'll take one more look at it, this time from the roll bar of the 4 of Reese Bogue. Or from the roof rail, rather. So there's Bogue on the very bottom. Slides up, little catch, and then nothing Bogue could have done there. Doesn't look like too much damage.
Yep.
So they should be okay.
Hey, we have some news. Martin Plute wants to come in here real quick.
Absolutely. Let's see if we can drag Martin up into the booth. As soon as I can find him here in our chat. Martin Plute, Bob and Joe here in the booth. You got a copy?
Oh, see, I was just about to message you. we got a little server issue. Wanted to let you guys know. We are a 1-hour race tonight, so likely time limited here.
Okay.
Oh.
So that will definitely throw a wrench in the work. Now knowing that it's an hour time limit, how's that going to change the way you're going to attack this one?
We get enough cautions here at the beginning. We might pit early, and hope we make it to the end of the 1 hour.
Awesome. Well, good luck out there, Martin. Looks like you guys are probably coming to the one to go this time by.
Yep. Thanks. See you guys.
All right. So a 1 hour time limit.
Let's just what are we doing? About 26-second laps, give or take. We'll say 30 just to be clear. Yeah, I don't know if they're going to cut this one.
Yeah, I mean, especially seeing as though the last pace lap was a little over a minute long.
Yeah. So in a perfect world with 30-second laps, they got 62.5 laps.
Not counting any potential yellows.
Correct. That's in a perfect world, which we already have a caution.
Yes. So we can throw 125 laps out of the window. But
yes.
With that being said, we're back under green. There's Colton Easterday trying to hold on to the outside. Ethan Amberg running the high line as well. Amberg all over the back bumper of the 60 of Easterday. Here comes the field down the back straightaway. A little bit of a wall scrape by the 14. Oh! Looked like the 39 of Stan Houseman collected the wall there as well. So we've got ourselves a pretty good race going right now at the front. Colton Easterday driving away with this one. We'll pick up this battle right here. This is a good battle here for 4th. Evan Williams has it. Looks like Stacy Hunter trying to make a move now to the inside of the 34 of Garrett Austin.
Oh,
side by side. Oh, trouble. Austin sideways somehow. Everyone able to keep it going the right direction. Oh, the 127 catches the wall now.
Yeah,
Stephen
I think he
Kirby gets backed up.
I think he got the short end of that stick.
Zachary Cox almost gets into Kirby. Well, that was the longest crash without being a crash that I've ever seen.
Yeah. And I think with that, the 127 got the shortest end of the stick.
That is for sure.
And he got pinned, slowed down, bumped into the wall. He was playing pinball.
Yeah, just absolutely bullied out there on the racetrack. A little bit of right front damage for that number 127 machine. So we'll see what Allen does. I mean, this might... I don't know if it's going to work out entirely in his favor. But this could be a good opportunity. But nope, looks like he's getting some damage fixed. And that may not be a great chance for him now. Was going to say that could be a good opportunity depending on how the time limit goes. You know, what exactly is going to go on for him. Maybe pit early and stay out longer, but I don't see that one working out now.
Yeah. Well, with that too, with the time limit imposed at this point, is pitting even necessary at this point?
You know, that's a good question. They have a 65% fuel tank for these cars in this race. Typically, that would get you maybe 60 laps. So, I mean, tires, maybe 50 laps even. So I think tires will be a little bit more important.
Well, like I said, if we did our perfect math, it was 62 and a half laps. We knew the first caution came in at about 6 minutes. So you lost, was that 3 laps? 4 laps, then you cautioned.
Oh, trouble. Amber goes around.
Another tap.
And this race just got even shorter. Oh, tough break there for Amberg. Take a look to see what happened here with the 14, and yep, just a little too much gas on exit.
I think he got bumped.
Let's see here. Yep, just a little bit of help there from the 19 of Scott Leonard.
Man, that dab will do you.
Just a little tiny bit there, and yeah,
this track is not forgiving.
That's one of those moments where if you're Leonard, you're just kind of like, oh man, sorry, my bad. As yep, right there. Little tap, that'll do it for you.
Yeah, this it seems like this racetrack is not very forgiving on those little bumps.
Definitely not. I mean, you're going slow. You're already kind of at the razor's edge of grip.
Yeah. So are they because this is such a short track, are they running second gear pretty much the whole race?
No, they're likely going to stay in fourth. The way the gear ratios are set up, fourth gear is going to be the gear to run. I think if you're getting a longer run as the tires wear out and you're going to be slower trying to fight for grip, maybe I could see them dropping down to third gear in the corner and then driving off and then shifting back up to fourth. But if you're in the lower gear, you're going to have more RPMs. More RPMs means you're going to be spinning the rear tires more. And because of that, you're just going to kill the rears by trying to save the right front. So it's kind of a double-edged sword there.
Got it.
So out front, Colton Easterday still leads over Evan Williams. Scott Leonard there in third. Stacy Hunter having a good run in fourth in the Denton County carpet cleaning machine. Lights on the pace car are off. To see on the scoring pylon, that's the breakdown of manufacturers. Front row, a couple of Chevys.
Bogey's got a lot to catch up and not a lot of time.
Yeah, Bogue right now, a little surprising. Seeing him all the way down in P14. There is Reese trying to catch back up to the field. He might actually get a pretty good run with the pace car pulling off now. He may be at full speed by the time he catches the leaders.
Yeah, he might be. I think He might be flying by real quick.
He might be, there he is, getting a great run out of 4. Green flag is in the air. Here comes Colton Easterday. He gets a good jump on Evan Williams. Scott Leonard's going to take a peek down low. Leonard not able to get anything there. He's going to jump up and close the door in front of Stacy Hunter. Meanwhile, a little bit further back, Garrett Austin on the express elevator towards the back, just caught out of line. He's going to be starting to fall back a tiny bit. Little contact there. Garrett Austin says, nope, I am getting in front of you, and I'm running the high side. Amberg takes a peek down low. Austin should have the better drive out of the corner, and he does. So we'll slot Garrett Austin back to 7th as you see Martin Plute work in the bottom. If you run the bottom, you're usually trying to get a better run up as, we see trouble. Ryan Newman down to the inside wall, able to keep it going. Let's take a look here. We stay green. But here is the 15 of Newman. Newman just kind of came out of the corner. Yep, right across the seam. Got sideways. Oh, little tap of the wall. But he's able to keep it going in the right direction. Meanwhile, up front, Joe, we got a battle for the lead. Coming out of turn number 4 now. Great to see the different lines everyone's running, just trying to figure out the best way around this track. Top line is going to be fast. Inside line is shorter. You can really make up positions on the inside if you're entering the corner, but on exit, you really want to be up by that wall.
Yeah.
Here's Plute now trying to make a play to the inside of Evan Williams. Plute all the way down on the apron. Gets a great drive off. He's going to take a look to the outside of Williams. Williams to the inside of Easterday. Almost a little bit of contact. Is there side by side for second? Williams is going to back off.
I don't think he has much of a choice.
That's for sure. As you could fit the top 3 under a blanket. Plute goes up high, drives down low, gets a great run out of the corner. They're still neck and neck. Evan Williams to the lead. Williams with a ton of pressure coming from behind. As here comes Plute yet again. He's going to stick his nose down low. Williams is going to get a good drive off.
Yo!
And trouble in the back.
Oh!
Huge wreck. Reese Bogue is involved. Garrett Austin involved.
He just can't catch a break tonight.
Tonight has gone from bad to worse for Reese Bogue. Oh, Jason Shue, the left front tire is absolutely destroyed, not spinning. Look at that one. And let's take a look here at this replay. Oh, it all started up front. You see the 04 and the 34, and Shue, nowhere for him to go.
It was just...
Let's take a look here. Quarter speed. Oh, the 34 got into the wall. Pulled it off. And unfortunately, Bogue, again, wrong place, wrong time.
Yeah.
Oh, a heavy hit. Look at the suspension.
Yeah.
That is a very, very destroyed left front for Bogue. And oh, my word.
Yep. If he thought maybe he could recover, same tire just gets drilled again. I don't know if he's coming out of that one.
Brutal, brutal hit for all drivers involved. As we'll jump live. So far, Evan Williams, the only driver who has not pit yet. Martin Plute pitted back on lap 17. Scott Leonard, Stan Hausman and company are all heading down pit road now.
That's interesting that they're hitting so frequently.
I think at
I
this
guess why
point,
not, right?
we're 30 laps into this. I feel like they know for a fact they're not doing all 125.
I mean, they're making pretty good time. We're about 19 minutes into the race. We got 32 laps in. Maybe I'm just really bad at math.
I mean, it could definitely be interesting to see, you know, how the strategy is going to work for them.
I did do the math on 30 seconds, and it looks like their laps have been more consistent with like 23. So 27 seconds a lap is a lot.
Yeah, true.
So it's a quarter a lap per lap. But yeah, with the third caution, I think that kind of ruled out hitting 125.
Yeah, I don't see 125 laps. If you are joining us, there was a bit of a server issue joining the race, so we are still seeing 125 laps up on the board, but there's an hour time limit. So we'll see how this one works out for these drivers. Pace car pulls off. Evan Williams is going to lead the field to green. Fresh tires behind these two. Green flag in the air. We're racing here at IRP. Not sure if the time on the scoring bug here is accurate, but there is 42 minutes left here on the timer.
Yeah, it's close enough.
A couple of cars get a little squirrely there in the back. Easterday falling back just a little bit. Currently working the inside of Amberg. Amberg
Zachary
grabs the wall
Cox.
a little bit. And Cox to the inside wall. He'll go sliding out of two rather.
Not quite sure what happened.
And yellow flag is out. Let's take a look here. So here's Cox down low. Oh, he caught the apron. And just a bit of a lazy spin, unfortunately. So we'll head ourselves back under yellow.
It's such a narrow track that even when you recover it and just love bump the wall to caution.
Yeah, and the way iRacing kind of works is if there's a spin on the racing surface and there's other cars around, it's going to call the yellow. And unfortunately, this track is all racing surface.
Yeah, there's really nowhere to go that's not racing surface. Maybe that little bit of grass over there, but I don't know. Even that.
Yeah, it could be a little touchy here and there. So this could be interesting. If you're Evan Williams.
Yeah.
As look at that, Reese Bogue gets his lap back.
I'm surprised he's still driving that thing.
Yeah, that cannot be driving well tonight.
I got to imagine his wheel is now like permanently 12 degrees in one direction to go straight. It has to.
I'm sure at this point, with the amount of damage he has on that thing, it has to be. So here's my thought. If I'm Evan Williams, I'm the only driver who is yet to pit.
Right.
Williams hasn't pit. Martin Plute last pit on lap 17. So he's got about 20 lap old tires.
Right.
Everyone else came down that last yellow. So those guys are going to have the freshest tires. They might be in a little better position, but maybe Williams is sitting there saying, all right, I know how much fuel I have. I know how much time we have left. If I can hold off, and if this race continues to produce yellows, I might be able to stay out front, play defense for a few laps, just make sure that I keep Plute and company behind me.
Right.
He might be able to strategy his way up to win this without even needing to pit.
It's definitely possible, especially with how narrow the track is. It's not like it's a super speedway or somewhere where you can get like 5-6 cars across. You got 3 maybe, so defense is a little bit easier.
Yeah, I wonder if that's what he's thinking and that's kind of the move he's trying, but
Yeah, it might not even have been on purpose. We've talked to a lot of these guys. It was like, what was your game plan? He was like, honestly, missed the pit, had to commit.
yep. And I mean, that could be the option. I mean, at this point, it's, and especially here too, Joe, where at this point, everyone is basically on the same lap. Ryan Newman 1 lap down in 12th. So if I'm Williams and I come down pit road now, I'm automatically starting in 11th.
Right.
And you see how hard it is to pass. The top line is preferred. Anyone on the bottom immediately either falls backwards or is going to kill their right front tire just trying to, to keep pace with everyone else.
Right.
It's so hard to pass. I don't know if I would really want to do that.
Yeah.
So if I'm Williams, I'm kind of sitting there, all right, I dug my hole. Now I'm just going to lay in it and see what happens and hope for the best.
Yeah. Either that or hope for a caution that's behind him as he gets right in, right near the pit. Caution happens. Let me jump in real quick and,
Yeah, just
hope that
something to get tires and kind of get a free pit stop, if you will. Green flag back in the air. Evan Williams does get a good jump. And he's going to have to contend with Martin Plute. Plute drives down low, trying to get a great drive off the corner. Not able to get there in time. But we're side by side, almost 3 wide towards the back. They've kind of calmed down. Now they're just side by side. Here's Amberg and Kirby working on one another. Kirby to the inside. I think a good interview question for later at the end of the race is, what line did you prefer, top, middle, or bottom?
Yeah. I don't think anybody's preferring the bottom.
Yeah, definitely not. We saw Plute try to run the bottom there. He almost had it, but just lost a little bit too much momentum. He's going to try the top and almost diamond it, where he enters high. Right at the apex, he's going to cut down low, get himself a good drive off. That's a great way to catch up, and that's what he's doing. He's cut it to within about a car length and a half of Williams. Williams content to run that high side because he knows he's going to be able to get into the gas a little bit sooner than Plute. But now that Plute's there, I would almost want to try to see if I can take that line away. And he does. So move Evan Williams to the middle. Plute grabs the wall. Can he use that as a momentum builder? He can't. See the 33 just come into frame. You can really listen to how much Plute has to baby the throttle.
Yeah.
Oh, had to get out of it. Got sideways a little bit.
Oh, no. Oh, that's good. I don't know if it's going to be yellow. I think we just had a little love tap in the back over here, but I think both recovered.
Let's see. Take a look here at the Tabletop Trio replay. Looks like Scott Leonard is going to be heading down pit road. Yeah, it looks like a little bit of contact. Here is Leonard. Yeah, Leonard got up into the wall, had to pull it off. He got sideways, caught Easterday. Oh, hard lick. And you could see some heavy right front damage on that number 19 Ford.
Yeah, that tire wasn't pointing in the right direction.
So a couple of drivers heading down pit road. Scott Leonard is there. Same with Garrett Austin. Jason Shue on pit road getting some more damage repaired. Meanwhile, out front, this battle's still heating up. Oh, Plute catches the wall. He's going to try to drive down low. Can't quite do anything that time through. just under halfway here at IRP, or Lucas Oil Raceway Park, Indianapolis. Plute all over the back bumper of Williams.
Oh.
Plute grabs the wall. That's going to let Amberg catch up to him. And I think at this point, the tires have all but evened out. That being said, Plute is definitely getting a little bit more of an advantage as they're now side by side. So slot Martin Plute up to the point, but if Evan Williams rather has anything to say about it, he's going to power right back to the outside. We're side by side into turn 3. Still dueling it out side by side.
Yeah. Plute gets him on the inside, but coming out, just like you said, coming out, you get so much more speed. Kind of evens things out.
And right now, if I'm Stephen Kirby, I'm saying, come on, guys, wreck. Just wreck. Let me get in there. Let me jump in front of you.
Yeah. And this is exactly what Williams wants, because he's taking the outside. He's already got beat up tires. He's like, yeah, I'll take the outside, and I'll beat you on the outside the turn. I'll make sure I'm still in 1, but you're burning your tires twice as fast as I'm burning mine.
Yeah, time check right now. Looks like 32 and a half minutes left in the race. As a little bit of contact. Little contact there between the 81 and the 33. I'm sure if I'm Plute, I'm saying, come on, just let me get past you. Come on now.
I would like the outside.
I'm tired of being on the bottom, guys. And Amberg says, pardon me, excuse me, don't mind me. Oh, trouble! Williams around, Amberg around, Kirby
this is going to be everybody.
Involved. Cox in there, too.
I think that's like the front 5.
Wow. That's just some tight racing. Let's, man, I don't even know how to, I don't even know how to describe that. Let's take a look at that one again on the replay.
Oh, that happened real quick.
Little tap there. Cox got into the back of the 33. Let's get another view here of the 33. So 33 already in the wall, comes off, catches the 14, slides down, gets in the 109. Plute also somehow involved in that one.
Yep.
Let's go on board here. This time, let's go over to Martin Plute. And
I don't think it was wall first. I think it was that insertion in the middle going into a turn. Like we were saying, there's not a lot of room in these turns.
Yeah, let's take a look here. So Plute is already at the bottom. The 14 of Amberg says, guys, I'm going for this one. We're 3 wide. I don't think Plute knew they were 3 wide.
Yeah.
So he gets up there. The 33 hears the spotter say 3 wide. He goes wide. That shoves Williams into the wall. Williams bounces off the wall, comes back down, gets into Amberg. And now here's Kirby. Take a look at Kirby here. He tries to go down low and gets clipped. I don't think there's going to be a lot of damage. Big hit there for Cox.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think he took a lot of damage on that one. It was all like where the number is, so really shouldn't be a lot going on over there.
Yeah, I don't see that being a lot of aero damage.
Yeah.
So that
changes things up a little bit.
A little bit. And look who's back in the lead. Golden Easter Day.
Like nothing happened at all.
And you know how earlier we were mentioning how Evan Williams had, completely, they were the tires that he started the race on. Mm-hmm. There was a 17-lap difference between he and Martin Plute.
Mm-hmm.
Well, now that we say that, let's take a look at where everyone here last pit. So Colton Easterday last pit on lap 30. Stan Hausman last pit on lap 30. You see there, Hunter, yeah, that little tiny bit of yellow on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Hunter, Kirby, Cox, Branson, and company all last pit on lap 57. So a 26 lap difference of tires between the front row and everybody else.
Yeah.
Save for Ryan Newman. Looks like Newman last pit on lap 30 as well.
Yeah. Did Williams finally pit?
Yes. Yeah, Williams came down this time by. So
And
another
still starting
tire difference.
7th.
Honestly, that is pretty good, all things considered, that he was involved in the wreck and back to still running in the top 10. I know there were only 15 cars, but... And it looks like while that was happening, there was an incident with Ryan Newman. No, it looks like he stopped to let some of the cars get around him. Because on my my scoring monitor there, it says Ryan Newman crashed, and can confirm that was not a crash.
Yep.
But coming up on halfway now, 60, coming on 62, green flag ready in the air for Colton Easterday. There he is on the loud pedal. Easterday gets a great start. He'll jump in front of Stan Hausman. Hausman kind of riding towards the back now. All of a sudden, he's found his way up in the front.
Kirby took a huge jump.
Yeah, I think Kirby had a little bit of a connection issue. But he has since been able to get that one stabilized. However, he's got Cox all over his back bumper.
Williams not far behind that.
And there's Williams sideways, gets into the wall just a little bit. Evan Williams is going to lose a spot to the 14 of Amberg. This could get interesting. I mean, they were 3 wide. Amberg's the one who put his nose there 3 wide.
Yep.
I don't, obviously I don't see anything nefarious happening, but that could be something to keep an eye on as this race goes on, as looks like the 71 of Hunter taking the extreme low line, somehow able to make it work. At first, I thought Hunter was pitting with how low he was.
Yeah, maybe he's just tired of everybody going up there, tapping him and coming back down. So he's like, yeah, I'm gonna stay way down here. Trying something a little different.
Why not, right?
I mean, hey, with the way the race has been going, I'd experiment a little bit.
Right.
I feel like, you can't go too far back. I feel like there's going to be another yellow.
Yeah, I mean, we have 26 minutes left in this one. Kirby up at the front. We're still side by side between the 33 and the 14. Now the shoe's on the other foot for Williams. Now he's the one trying to make a move on the bottom.
Shoe's not in that part at all.
Unfortunately, Shoe is down on pit road back in 14th. So the other shoe's on the other foot. Shoe's shoes are probably still on Shoe's foot.
I don't know. If he's still in pit, his shoes might be off.
Still side by side. Here, good battle for 4th going on between these guys. Colton Easterday's fallen back a little bit. Good side-by-side battle. Now Williams getting around Easterday. He does clear him. Will Easterday try to cross him over? He can't. One of the better battles on the track at the moment. Its scoring bug is going slightly too fast, so we'll slow it down.
Read it out real quick. Shall we say that the scoring bug bugged a little bit?
Just a little. It's one of those little skittering guys that runs across the floor at 2 o'clock in the morning and scares the crap out of you. Good battle brewing here between Plute and Easterday. Amberg catches the wall a little bit. It's always fun when two cars have the same or similar color schemes fight back and forth. That's what we're seeing between the 14 and the 71.
Mm.
We'll go on board here with Hunter. Hunter in the Denton County carpet cleaning machine. Currently running in 7th place. Don't forget, tonight's race is brought to you by our friends at Denton County Carpet Cleaning. Some great folks there. Veteran-owned, family-operated since 1992. They offer high-quality service to over 8,000 rental properties, and they've been voted in the top 2 carpet cleaning companies for the last decade. So, you know, if you want to talk about a record that speaks for itself, that's exactly what it is. So if you're looking for any top-notch carpet cleaning in the Denton County area in Texas, look no further. Denton County Carpet Cleaning. As we see Hunter makes a move on Easterday for P6. Stacey Hunter having a pretty dang good race so far. Started 5th, currently running 6th. Really showing out for that sponsor on the hood of the Ford. Meanwhile, out front, Zachary Cox putting some pressure on to Kirby. Cox looks low. It's a little loose, slides up. Able to keep it out of the wall. Very interesting line that Cox is running. Looks like enters high in 1 and 2, drives low to exit 2. Drives it in deep into 3. Diamonds it up, drives down low out of 4. Kirby doing a good job of just kind of taking that line away and any advantage that Cox might have. But here comes Cox, drives in. Can't quite slide up. Kirby was in the way. He's going to lose a little bit of time now that time.
So what is diamonding?
Yeah, so diamonding is, picture a diamond of a corner. You enter low, middle of the corner, you're all the way up by the wall. And then once you get up to the wall, you angle yourself back. So it kind of makes a triangle. And if you do that on both sides of the track, it's called diamonding the corners. So instead of, enter high, going low, and then exiting high like you would for a normal corner, you're kind of doing the opposite. And that gives you a great drive into the corner, helps you rotate, and gets a great drive out of the corner. But you do use your tires a tiny bit more that way.
Mm.
So we got ourselves a great battle out front. Zachary Cox, Stephen Kirby. By the way, while you're watching the video, we would definitely appreciate if you follow us on Twitch, subscribe to us here on YouTube, like the video. Give us a comment as well. Let us know who you're cheering for in the chat. I know earlier Wayne Newman was saying he was cheering on Ryan Newman. But who are you cheering for? Let us know. Who do you think's going to win this one? Is it going to be Kirby? Is it going to be Cox? Is Williams going to make a comeback? Martin Plute even? Or could it be someone else in the field that we haven't really talked about too much tonight? Reese Bogue is still back there. Tim Branson is there. Stacey Hunter.
I'm shocked that Reese Bogue is still in this race after I think he's been in half, if not more, of the yellows.
Honestly, you are not wrong, and you can see a little bit of damage there on, well, both quarters of, the front of the race car.
Say pick a side.
As Bogue, Austin, and Branson all hit the wall simultaneously there. Everyone pretty spread out all across the track, too.
Mm-hmm.
Got ourselves a good battle brewing here for the lead. Only a 1/10 of a second separates these two. Cox looks low. Slides up the track. Can't quite get there. Kirby pinches the wall. They're side by side. Here comes Cox. He's going to try to move in. He can't do so. Kirby stays strong on the outside. Joe, the last time we had a battle like this, it ended in tragedy for the front half of the field.
Yeah.
Cox to the point. Kirby looks to try to cross him over. He can't. So we'll move Cox up to P1. Now that Cox got around Kirby, is he going to be able to pull away? That's the next question.
So here's some fun math for you. There are 39 laps to go. They're averaging about 22 seconds a lap. If they do not have any other caution, they will quite literally finish this race in about a minute to spare.
So let's just hope you didn't use the broadcaster's curse against us.
If I did, I regret nothing. I never said I would wield this power gracefully, or without any I don't know. You know.
With great power comes great responsibility. We've got a good battle here now for P4. Amberg on the top side. Williams still stuck down low. Not quite able to get anything going there. We see the field driving through right there. Williams does fall back just a little bit. Kirby starting to get into lap traffic alongside Cox. They've got both Williams.
Yeah, this is where things could get interesting.
Or pardon me, Newman as well as Leonard there. And they're kind of all over the track. Cox almost gets in the back of Newman. Now Cox is saying, all right, come on, let's go. A little bit of pressure now coming from Kirby behind him. So we'll put Newman a lap down. There goes the 19 of Leonard a lap down. And now for Leonard, that's a good battle right now for, well, I was going to say it's a good battle for Lucky Dog, but it's not, as Newman is 1 lap down. Leonard is 3. Colton Easterday has fallen, looked like just fallen back entirely. He's down in 10th now.
You're not quite sure what triggered that.
Track temp is nice and cool, only 74 degrees. So plenty of grip to spare. So it's going to be a real racy track out there.
Man, with the way they've been sliding all night at 74, you imagine this at like 94 or 104? Woo!
They would be in the wall every single lap.
I feel like as of now, someone's bumping the wall almost every single lap. As I say that, and Plute bumps the wall.
Plute right now, though, he's stalking these guys. He's only a second back. Looking to make up a little bit of time there.
See, he always taps that wall. He makes up some time, then he taps the wall. He's just...
Yeah, it's almost like he's, you know, taken 1 step forward and maybe 1.5 steps back.
Yeah, it looks like he brakes a little bit harder than everybody else going into that turn, so he loses about 15ths of a second, and then he claws it back on the straights in the exit, but then he loses it again going into the turn.
Yeah, that's kind of the double-edged sword of the way Plute is running his line. Slow in, fast out. So you're going to be a little slow. You'll give up some time on entry, You make that time up out on exit, but every time he's sideways grabbing the wall there. He knows there's less than 20 minutes left to go in this race.
Yeah.
Less than 15 minutes to go in this race.
Yeah, I have on the iRacing official docket at 49 minutes and 2 seconds. So we have about 11 minutes.
Oh, wow. So that's even less than our timer here.
Mm-hmm.
So 11 minutes. Can they do 27 laps?
It's got to be close.
Both Cox and Kirby know it. Here comes Kirby down low. They're side by side, trying to make a move. Kirby has the position. Cox has the preferred line. Cox slides up just a little bit. Kirby down low. Is he able to clear? He is barely. And now Cox is going to try to follow him and cross him over. Zachary Cox to the inside, not able to do anything there. He's going to slide up, just barely avoid getting in the wall. And now moves Stephen Kirby up to the point.
However, with that little interaction, Luke finally able to make up a little bit of time.
Yeah, Plute now about 3/4 of a second behind the leaders. We'd have to go almost 4 seconds now back to Ethan Amberg in 4th. Evan Williams just behind him in 5th. Everyone else just about spread out enough.
Yep. And it's going to get to a point. It's going to get to a point pretty soon where they're going to start having to run through the rest of the pack. That might be interesting.
Yeah, let's take a look here. You see the track map. The 109 is the leader coming across the start-finish line now. The back of the pack, that's the 60 of Colton Easterday. Easterday is there in 10th, about a straightaway away from the leaders. So give it a few more laps. Very well, these guys could catch the back of the pack as time is getting ready to expire. So that could be a good option for Cox if he sits there and says, all right, I'm just going to bide my time, going to hang out. If the leader catches lap traffic, that's when I can pounce. Make sure my tires are cooled off. Don't do anything too crazy there. But as we say that, Kirby's able to drive away. He's got now a second lead over Cox, who's about a second ahead of Plute. So now it's starting to open up just a little bit.
Yep. Like we were saying, Easterday now almost 20 seconds behind. These are 22 to 23 second laps. So they got 3 seconds to catch up on them, maybe 4.
Yeah, there's your gap between the leaders and Easterday. There's Amberg in 4th. There's Williams and Hunter in 5th and 6th. And the rest of the field coming through. Oh, Newman sideways into the wall. He's able to keep it going. That could have been disastrous. But now as we say that, there goes Stephen Kirby. He's catching the back of the pack again.
So now the question
laps
is,
to go.
Does the back of the pack play nice? Or is he going to make him work for it?
Depends on who you're catching. If I'm Newman, I'm already a lap down. I'm not really going to try to fight it. However, if I'm Easterday, I don't want to go a lap down. But racing etiquette would also say, all right, there's less than 20 to go. You're not really racing anyone. You might as well take it, leader. You know, one of those things. So we'll see what Easterday does. Easterday does stay low. That's going to let Kirby have the preferred line. Although I think Kirby would have preferred the inside line there. But things could get a little sketchy now that he's in with lap traffic.
Yeah.
16 to go. I'm definitely white knuckling the steering wheel if I'm Kirby.
Definitely.
Leonard pulls over to let him by. Oh, trouble!
Oh, got the
Trouble.
whole
Leonard gets
car up.
hit. We're going to stay green. Wow.
Well, the car didn't spin, it just lifted.
Just wanted to make sure everything is okay on the underside of the car.
Yeah, spot check for oil.
Yeah, let's take a look at that one real quick on the replay, because that was, oh boy, that was rough.
Just making sure your exhaust is still working.
Yeah, so we'll jump on board here with Easter Day. Didn't expect Leonard to slow down that much. Just says, boop. All right, cool, we're good. Okay, bye. So Kirby has opened up the lead now to 1.3 seconds.
14 to go. 5 minutes.
This could get dicey. The last thing anyone other than Stephen Kirby want to see is a yellow.
Mm-hmm.
I think Kirby's the only one that's saying, all right, guys, if you want to wreck, I'm cool with it. Then again, if that yellow does come out, everyone else decides to pit, we somehow go back green, Kirby might be the sitting duck, so let's try not to think too far ahead to the future. Cox doing everything he can to try to catch up. He's fallen back just a little bit. We do have another battle brewing yet again between Williams and Hunter. Hunter to the inside, trying to make the move on Williams. They're side by side. Here comes Hunter yet again. Williams on the top side. Hunter down low. See a bunch of damage on the back end of that 33 car.
Oh, yeah.
From a couple of different incidents there. Oh, Hunter, or Williams rather, gets real squirrely.
Yeah.
10 laps to go.
Yeah, you're definitely not opening that trunk.
No.
Or, you know, the plastic where the trunk would be.
Now we switch sides. Evan Williams down low. He's going to try to make the move on Hunter. Almost a little bit of contact. That's going to let Branson inside. Now we've got a 3-car fight for 5th. Oh, trouble!
No.
Branson gets into 33. This could be the race. Yellow flag.
That's the yellow. We have 3 minutes remaining. We are going to go down to the wire to finish this race.
Wow.
I think with that caution, I don't think they're hitting the 8 laps.
Well, we'll see here as Kirby dives down pit road. Cox is going to follow him. Amberg as well. Hunter, let's see what Hunter does. Hunter stays out.
Yeah, I think that is the play. You got 7 to go. It's a caution. Or I guess 6 to go. We don't know when this is going to end. We've got now 2 minutes.
Does Stacy Hunter now stay out?
I think he's gotta.
No, he doesn't. He comes down pit road.
Wow.
That's going to give the lead
To
Bogue.
God.
If Reese Bogue wins this race
He
because of that move,
He very well might have. I think a lot of these guys forgot that it's not all 125 laps. It's an hour. We are at 58 minutes and 30 seconds. We have a minute and a half. Now less than a minute and a half. I don't even know if this is going to go green before we caution out. Bogue might have just stolen first.
That might just be the move of the race.
We are now at 59 minutes. So
Looks
we
like
have
the pace car. We'll see here if you're getting the one to go this time by.
Bogue just has to survive one
We're
lap.
not.
We're not.
The lights are still on the pace car.
So that's going to be the Bogue's got it.
Joe, I think Reese Bogue just stole the win.
I think he just stole the win.
I am speechless.
Yeah, I think Hunter forgot that it's a time limit, because if he just stayed out, he wins.
But does... Wow.
I guess we'll find out. We got 8 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, the
That's an
lights
hour.
on the pace car just went off. We very well could be having a one-lap shootout to decide this. Now, this changes everything. If they go green here, Bogue tried an incredible strategy. Is this going to pay off? Green flag in the air. We're back to racing. 3-ish laps to go.
Yeah. Can Bogue hold on?
Wide.
Oh,
Three
God.
wide for the lead. Can Bogue hold on to it? Contact.
Oh,
They're all bouncing. Here comes Kirby. Flip
Remember,
to the
he's-
outside. We're
Bogue
4
is-
wide.
Bogue is just trying to hold on. He's got old tires. He's got damage.
Joe,
And
Blue
there goes
goes
Bogue.
around.
And there goes Bogue.
Amber,
Bogue is just
Blue.
trying to hold him. Bogue is just trying to hold on.
What just happened there?
I think everybody just crashed out.
I am speechless.
Bogue
That-
back up front.
That very well could have been the race.
So who ends where? Is that what timer do you have left on your ticker?
We're under yellow, so it just says 3 laps to go.
Oh, so it's just that's it. Because I'm at an hour and 2 minutes. So I don't know when this race is officially ending.
Let's take a look here. So all started there. Plute got turned into by Bogue, who caught Kirby, who then caught Cox, who Branson somehow avoided everything. We saw the 60 of Easter Day back there backwards.
Yeah.
Newman was involved in that one as well.
Yeah.
So
That
this
was what
one
the-
happened just before the chaos.
That's the 7th yellow?
I believe so. So the 60 got loose and sideways. Everyone else gets turned.
Oh, God. I didn't even see the back of the pack.
The whole field got a piece of that one.
Yeah. And Bogue, I believe, was now in the 5th of those 7 cautions.
Wow. Joe, I think this might be the most chaotic race I have ever seen. We need more races like this.
Yeah. Oh, I see on the bottom here, the race will be extended for a green/white/checkered finish.
So we're now in overtime.
Oh, as we spin out on Easter Day, he got turned around. No caution for a caution, but
Oh. Yesterday had a little bit of help there from Newman.
So now Bogue is back to 8th.
Well,
and now with all of those accidents, this kind of looks like 30 laps ago. Plute, Cox, Hunter, Branson, and Amberg were not in this position. They snuck up there.
That whole series of events changed the outcome of this race.
Yep. And now we have 3 to go.
Yeah, we're getting 3 to go this time by in overtime.
Wild.
So the way this works now, green flag here. They come around, they take the white flag. Once the white flag is out, cautions are turned off.
Oh boy.
So it's every man for himself. But let's see how this one works. Martin Plute on the inside, Ethan Amberg on the outside, Cox and Branson row number 2. Green flag is out. Plute has a great jump. He's got Cox right on his tail. Amberg is going to take the high line. Plute all the way down low. He gets a little bobble. He's loose. Here comes Amberg to the top. Amberg is going to take P1. Plute goes right down to the bottom. Going to use that apron to turn. White flag in the air. They're 3 wide coming across the line. Amberg takes it. Checkered flag.
Wow.
Possibly.
But potentially.
We're going to see here is Ethan Amberg. Yep, that is checkered flag. Ethan Amberg is going to win a thriller here at IRP.
Wow. Any given day, that's got a race like you never know what's going to happen because, 8 yellows could happen.
That very well could be the most chaotic race I have ever seen.
Oh, wow. What a crazy finish.
And I think the 14 ran out of fuel. That or he's getting just a bunch of help from Cox.
Hey, I would like to do a donut, but my tires don't work. Could you just real quick?
As Amberg there is going to park it right at the line. Wow. Have you ever, Joe?
No, this was beyond chaotic. This was insane. From the time limit to the switch to we're gonna do the shootout, which Bogue had a genius plan there.
That was absolutely incredible. We're going to move these guys down into the interview waiting room because this was absolutely insane. And Joe, I believe you have caught up with our 3rd place finisher, Martin Plute.
Hey, Martin, congratulations on your 3rd place win. Absolutely crazy race. Did you expect that finish?
I ran out of talent at the second to last restart and just absolutely wiped out Kirby. And I already talked to him and apologized. I feel like absolute crap for that. So that's not how I wanted to end that race for sure. He was doing really well. We were going to have a good run there, and I lost all talent.
I don't think it was just you. We were watching the replays. Everyone was kind of all over the place on that one. The whole race was kind of crazy. What line was your preferred line? Because it seemed like high was the better, but the in was better to take for passing.
Yeah, the outside, was definitely faster. The inside felt better, I thought. But it ate the tires. Right from that second to last run was gone. So Without that caution, I don't know. I don't know if it was going to make it all the way. So um, it was. I did not treat it well. So, um, but yeah, I mean the inside. I like the inside because I just thought it was funner, but not exactly the fastest.
Well, for not being the fastest, you did take third. You have any shouts out for us?
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for broadcasting. As always, it's always fun to go back and watch those. And I was listening, and your timer's a little off. The Gold Octopus and everybody who puts on the league. It's a lot of fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much, and good luck next week.
Bye.
All right, and that was our third place finisher, Martin Plute. Joining us now in the booth is our second place finisher, driver of the number 65 machine, Zach Cox. And well, Zach, that was a wild finish to say the least. Talk us through that race, because that was definitely something.
Yeah, I was not expecting that type of finish. I have been off for about 2 weeks because of work. Try to get back on. My VR set was giving me issues. I still have a warning about one of my controllers not being updated and kind of towards the upper part of the thing. So, but yeah, I was trying to hang out in the back there for a little bit. I got into Ryan early. Sorry about that, Ryan. I didn't mean that. And yeah, just trying to hang out in the back. About a little bit before halfway through, there was a pit cycle that kind of put me up towards the front there after people trying to get 3 wide, and had a race with Kirby, long one. Tried to burn up my right front, trying to get around him, and finally got around him, led for a few laps, and then luckily that late race caution that kind of brought out everyone to pit. So yeah, that finish was pretty wild. The first caution there right before the green white that caused the green white checker, I got dumped actually after the caution, but me and Ethan were able to kind of try to sink our ways through there. That was pretty wild, pretty hectic. And then on that restart, Martin was trying to keep the bottom. He didn't want somebody to come up to his inside, which I don't blame him, and just shove him into the wall. So I was able to get a run coming out of 2. Ethan had a hell of a run coming out of 2. Was able to get past both of us, and then going into 3, I was falling behind Ethan and kind of just try to send it 3 wide. Luckily, it worked, and I was able to get a good run. Wasn't able to get around Ethan, but I can't complain. We had a Highline Motorsports 1-2 finish here tonight, so I don't mind bringing it home in second place for that.
Yeah, definitely a little bit of chaos there towards the end of the race. And, you know, when they had made the announcement saying, all right, you know, a little bit of a server error, this is going to be a 1 hour time limit as opposed to 125 laps. Looks like we did wind up getting 127 laps in total. Did that kind of change your strategy at all when you found out, oh, this might be an hour instead of our, you know, flat distance race?
Yeah, I started taking tires a little bit early there, probably about 20 laps before I would have taken my first set. Just how the race was turning out, we had a couple cautions in the beginning there. Like I said, I caused 2 of them on accident. It spun coming off of turn 2 there. Man, I tell you what, that apron was just complete ice on new tires, and you just touched it barely, and there was no controlling that car afterwards. But yeah, so I was really surprised we had that long green flag run, and that kind of definitely set things up for the finish there. I wish I kind of saved my tires a little bit more. Would have been able to kind of hopefully hold the lead and control that restart coming there with a few laps to go, but it is what it is.
And, you know, if you thought tonight's race was crazy, next week, you guys are racing at iRacing Super Speedway, unrestricted 3-mile paperclip shaped track. What are your thoughts there? I know super speedways in general are a bit of a crapshoot, but there especially is anything can happen.
Yeah, I typically don't like super speedway racing, just because everyone's good at speedway racing. Everyone kind of, you're stuck in a pack as long as keeping the draft. As long as people kind of give each other room going into the turns, I think it'll be a fun race. It'll be a pretty wild race as well, especially how wide that track is. If we have enough running cars at the end there, I expect probably 4 or 5 wide at least, trying to come down to the white flag or even the checker flag. So should be pretty fun.
Awesome. And Zach, before we let you go, I'm sure you have some shout outs, so let's hear them.
Yeah, so Highline Motorsports. I've been racing with these guys for a couple months now. Absolutely love the team. Great guys all around. They've been super supportive. They actually got me into this league through the Cup Series and the Xfinity side here when they opened it back up. My family, my wife, and my kids, they deal with these racing at night. Me taking time to do this stuff as well as practice. The rest of my friends and family that are out there, some are probably watching right now. And thank, everyone here in the league as well as you broadcasting. We wouldn't be doing this and having this much fun without y'all supporting us. So appreciate it.
Awesome. Well, Zach, congrats again on your P2 finish. Looking forward to seeing you out there next week at iRacing Super Speedway.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it too. So have a good night.
You as well. All right, that'll be our second place finisher, Zach Cox. And, well, Joe, you've made your way down to victory lane, and you're catching up now with our winner of tonight's Denton County Carpet Cleaning 125. Take it away, Joe.
Hey, Ethan, congratulations on the victory. Crazy finish. What was your mindset going into the end of that race?
Try to keep the nose clean if possible. That was really chaotic. It was honestly a lot of fun. I wish it could have been a little cleaner. I would have taken a top 4 or 5 if everybody had survived that, but it worked out.
Definitely. I noticed at the end there you were getting pushed along after the victory. Did you run out of gas?
I ran out of gas going into one right across the street.
So what was
back.
was that to plan? Was to just try not to get gas? What was your plan going into this race?
Plan was the same plan as that last restart. Try to keep it clean and hope chaos unfolds around me. The Highline Motorsports Camaro was really quick. It was really fun racing with Zach and all the guys out on track today. They all honestly did a really good job. I didn't necessarily have a plan, but it ended up working out. Brought it across the line first and had a lot of fun.
At what point did you decide, I don't need to pit for gas?
I took tires after that technically second to last caution before the green-white checker. And I decided not to take fuel because I was looking at the time clock. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I don't think we're going to get every lap in. So I tried to do quick math and figure out how many laps of fuel I needed.
Oh, man.
So I did not take a full tank.
Well, turns out, genius play. Absolutely amazing finish. Do you have any shout-outs for us?
Man, I want to shout out Zach. It was really fun racing with him today. Shout out Sid, all the Highline Motorsports guys. They all do a great job. Dalton, Dave, AP, all the guys over there. They're a blast to work with all week, and I love racing with them around here. All the admins over here at Speed, they do a great job and put on great on-track entertainment.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Again, congratulations on the victory, and good luck next week.
Thank you very much, Joe. Appreciate you guys.
All right, that will do it for our post-race interviews. Joe, that was quite possibly the most chaotic race I have ever done, I have ever broadcast, ever seen. And yeah, this is absolutely a must rewatch for sure.
Yeah, this one's going to have a lot of highlights.
That's for sure. Let's take a look here at the final standings because, quite frankly, I don't know where anyone finished. So Ethan Amberg got the win over Zachary Cox. Martin Plute comes home third. Tim Branson has a great run, comes home fourth. Stan Hausman in fifth. Reese Bogue finishes in sixth. Stephen Kirby seventh, and in the final position on the lead lap. Stacy Hunter in the Denton County Carpet Cleaning Machine comes home P8. Colton Easterday in 9th. Evan Williams comes home 10th. Ryan Newman 11th. Scott Leonard 12th. Garrett Austin 13th. Jason Shue out of the race in 14th. And Matt Allen out of the race in 15th. This race had it all. Long green flag runs, some drama there at the end, a little bit of pit strategy as well. And I am so glad to have been able to bring that to you right here on the Tabletop Trio family of networks. For tomorrow night, don't forget we have the Tabletop Trio podcast, 8 o'clock Eastern, right here on YouTube, as well as twitch.tv. And next Monday, you could join us for the Total Nonstop Racing League, 8 o'clock Eastern, as the guys at TNR battle it out yet again. And then next Tuesday night, 9 o'clock, iRacing Super Speedway for the Speed Xfinity Series, presented by the Golden Octopus. For one final time, for Joe, I'm Bob. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great night.